pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There's been a lot of people raving about Billy Gilmour, and it's not hard to see why. Praised for his ball skills, which some said were world-class when he was at an extremely young age. A lot of play tends to go through him, whether he delivers incisive passing or whether he's actually just dribbling with the ball up the pitch, you know. And I was particularly impressed when he took England on in the summer of 2021. This guy looks like a fantastic emerging talent.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Deftly away. Strong running down that left flank. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. Alexandro. Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton, Bruno Guimaraes, forwards and with intent. That's a good run down the left. He is through here. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Marquinhos. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. He's had a shot! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Brazil gain their reward with an early goal. Alexandro. Rafinha. Gerson. Rodrigo. Nice physical challenge. Now, what about a counter-attack? That is good strength. Could be danger here. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Joe Linton gets it away. Out to the left it goes. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Oh, what a climb! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's McTominay. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Rafinha spread out to the left. And that's definitely not his best. Vinicius Junior. Gerson. Rafinha. Now it's Rafinha. Over to the left. Back into the middle. Tries a shot! Has been knocked clear. That is a great pick out. Now it's Adams. Out to the left it goes. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He'll try to keep this alive. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's a throw in. Danilo. Brazil have hit the front early, a foothold in the game.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it, not subtract.
Vinicius Junior! That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he shoots! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Acrobatic effort! Oh, that looks extravagant by any standard.
Well, there wasn't much else on there, so why not have a crack? So nearly paid off too.
Christie. Cleared without complication. Great defending, strong and determined. Cross in, looks like a good one.
Scotland, well, you can see what they're trying to do here, Peter. You know, get the ball into wider areas.
Yeah, there is a very visible, a very definite pattern here.
Well, that's where the space is, and it's quite simple. It's just going to stretch that defence, isn't it?
That is lovely. Gerson. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Gilmore. Christie. Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Chance for a shot! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
Marquinhos shifted upfield. Aim forwards. Alisson, on ball by the goalkeeper. That's really well manoeuvred. Gabriel makes the interception. Now it's a big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Adams is offering a right smile there.
Robertson played over towards the opposite flank. Christie gently done. Bruno Guimaraes. Gabriel shifted upfield. Wins the duel this time. Now it's Adams. Moved on forwards. And that has been cleared. Rafinha has found the net here, of course. And it's played forward. Out for a throw. Gerson. Now it's Adams. Christie. Now who's going to be first to this? And he's there to get it away. Lofted upfield. Well, nicely intercepted. Sandro. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. There will be a throw-in. There are a few waiting for it. Let's cut it out. It's McTominay. Receives it in a good position here. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great ball if he can get there. Rafinha. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafinha. Gerson. That's a dangerous ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Adams. Robertson. Now it's McGinn. Cross to the back post. That's an excellent interception. And it's Christie. Can he finish? And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Marquinhos forwards and with intent. Joelinton, now he's got space here. Alexandro. Gerson. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cleared away. Joelinton. That's tidy. And here's Rafinha. And the counter is on. Christie. Moved on forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Marquinhos. Looks to the other side. Alexandro. Joelinton. Now it's Adams. And it's Gilmore. Great work on the overlap. Time to deliver. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that's aimed into the middle. Bruno Guimaraes attempts a clearance. Oh, shooting chance! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Robertson. Can he deliver? Cleared away. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Rafinha. Joelinton. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Gabriel, aim forwards. Bruno Guimaraes. Alexandro. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Joelinton, Alexandro, and here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Adams. Now it's McGinn. It's been slipped through. McTominay!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Gerson. Christie. Rafinha. Oh, they could break here. Good ball, good take. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha spread out to the left, showing good feet. Rafinha. And here's Joelinton. And he shoots! That has been knocked clear. Looking for a decent ball in. That's really well manoeuvred. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Danilo. Danilo gets across it. It's hoisted clear. Danilo. Gerson closing in on goal. Bruno Guimaraes. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. To throw. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Play towards the front line. McTominay. McGinn. Gerson does really well to win the ball there. Gabriel, Joelinton, Alexandro, Joelinton, Alexandro. We hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Brazil, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.